season brimming with bullets, betrayal, and broken bodies, Jack Reacher's quest for justice takes a deeply personal turn in Reacher Season 2. This time, it's not just about bringing down criminals, it's about avenging the brutal death of his former team member, Calvin Franz. Reacher's mission was clear: stop a $65 million illegal arms deal. But the stakes couldn't be higher. His team, fractured and hunted, faces threats from all sides. As Reacher digs deeper into the conspiracy, it becomes a race against time. Can the nearly indestructible Reacher save his friends and stop a catastrophe? Let's break it down. The Conspiracy and Menacing Villain. Season 2 kicks off with Reacher receiving a cryptic message from Neely. His former squad, the 110th MP Special Investigations Unit, are being killed off one by one. Someone is targeting them, someone with a deadly agenda. As the mystery unfolds, Reacher uncovers a dangerous plan involving a missile called Little Wing, a high-stakes arms deal worth $65 million. Enter Shane Langston, an ex-cop turned ruthless private defense contractor whose ambition goes far beyond selling missiles. Langston's mission is to wipe out anyone who threatens his profits, and that includes Reacher and his team, Dixon, O'Donnell, and even the missing Swan. But that's not all. Langston has an enforcer, Trevor, a cold-blooded mercenary. Someone who seemed shady this season actually wins hearts. It's NYPD detective Guy Russo, assigned to investigate the murder of Calvin Franz. Russo's interactions with Reacher mirror the camaraderie we saw with Margrave detective Finley in Season 1. Speaking of Finley, fans who missed him get a treat as he returns in a brief but impactful cameo, lending a hand when Reacher needs it most. From there, the action explodes. We get high-speed car chases, brutal hand-to-hand combat, explosive firefights, and of course, plenty of boom boom. As we dive deeper into the history of the 110th, we see flashbacks showing the unbreakable bond between Reacher and his team. Together, they took down corruption and fought for fairness until they were torn apart. We also learn that Reacher had a complicated but undeniable relationship with Dixon. What was once inappropriate becomes a passionate affair in the present. Meanwhile, a mysterious killer with the initials AM is leaving a trail of dead bodies in his wake, stealing identities to broker the missile deal. This is the same man who was the target of Reacher's late colleagues. But don't worry, this assassin gets what's coming to him, eventually. Who's really the traitor? As the season progresses, we discover that Senator Lavoie, the politician pushing for the arms deal, is far from an innocent bystander. He's been working with Langston, providing cover for the missile deal. Of course, the plot thickens. Just when Reacher is about to face Langston in a showdown, we learn an incredible twist. Swan, presumed to be the traitor, is actually already dead. His body was mutilated to frame him as the mastermind behind the arms deal. Reacher and his team must now tie up all the loose ends, and time is running out. The ultimate showdown. Reacher may be a man of muscle, but he's also a man of brains. Faced with seemingly insurmountable odds, he uses his wit and brawn to get out of a deadly trap set by Langston. When Langston orders Reacher, Dixon, and O'Donnell to be tossed out of a helicopter without parachutes, it seems like the end for our heroes. But you don't get the name Reacher by staying down. In an epic, high-flying battle, Reacher climbs aboard the helicopter and goes toe-to-toe with Langston in a brutal, no-holds-barred fight. Langston's reign of terror ends with a bang. And just like that, the most dangerous man in the series is taken down. Final act, stopping the missile deal. With Langston gone, the team shifts focus to AM, the assassin running the illegal arms deal. They track him to a high-intensity standoff. AM tries to talk his way out, but Reacher and his team aren't fooled. They shut him up by gunning him down. What then? The missile sale is stopped, and the deal is destroyed. However, as with all thriller stories, there's one last twist: the shocking betrayal. Reacher thinks the job is done, but just when he believes he's saved the day, the last shoe drops. Senator Lavoie, who had been working alongside Reacher, reveals his true nature. It was all a setup. Reacher and his team are about to face Lavoie's armed soldiers in a deadly confrontation. But Reacher is always 2 steps ahead. He had already planned for this moment and invited Homeland Security to the party. In a final show of strategy, Reacher's gambit pays off as Homeland Security swoops in and arrests Lavoie and his crew, taking them down once and for all. With Lavoie behind bars, Reacher's mission is finally a success, but not without a few final challenges. Reacher's farewell. After all the explosions, gunfire, and epic showdowns, what's next for Jack Reacher? All that really matters to him is family, and 110th Team is all he has left. With the $65 million arms deal taken down, Reacher makes sure to take care of those who need it most: Swan's family, Russo's brother, and his loyal team members and their loved ones. But for himself, Reacher needs only one thing, a new toothbrush. The team shares a quiet, bittersweet moment together, reflecting on their losses and victories. Reacher's last night with Dixon is charged with meaning, the calm before the next storm. And then, as always, Reacher moves on, boarding a bus to an unknown destination. We may not know where he's headed, but one thing's for sure, trouble will find him. And that's a wrap on Reacher Season 2. With non-stop action, jaw-dropping moments, and shocking twists, the season has left fans clamoring for more. But as Jack Reacher rides off into the distance, you can't help but wonder, where is he headed next? With a new adventure surely on the horizon, it's safe to say Reacher's journey is far from over. What did you think of the ending? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to First Curiosity for more deep dives, breakdowns, and analysis of your favorite shows.